All right. Big week. Seems like all of them big with your schedule, but tell me what you're doing on Tuesday right now to get these kids ready for Friday.
Tuesday's a big day for us. It's our first day in pads for the week. We only go in pads twice during the week, so it's a big day for us in terms of trying to put the game plan in. Yesterday was a big fundamental day, so today is a big game plan day. We're going to get all the game plan in and get it on film and see what we can do in terms of weeding things out and what looks good and what doesn't. So Tuesday's pretty big on all facets.
2 weeks in, big road trip. Good team last week. Give us a little bit of a skinny here. How you're grading this team at this point going into Gorman?
Well, I think you look at the overall performance. We're 2-0. We've played pretty well, and we've played two pretty good teams. But I think the bar is going to be elevated this week a little bit. Gorman's at a different level, and I think we're going to be prepared. I hope we just come out and do what we do best, and that's play good, hard football and let the chips, land how they may. It's great having an opportunity to play these guys, but we're going to approach it like any other week.
Talked to Real. He said, I'm not happy with my passing. Running, we know he can do that. Tell me how he's done in these first two games in your estimation in a very tough position. Yeah,
he's had a tough spot. An opening game that he's starting in Cincinnati against one of their top teams there. That's a tough environment to go and play well, which I thought he did. He's got to chill a little bit. His passing game is going to come along. It's a combination of a lot of things. It's a new receiving group, a new quarterback. We haven't given him the best, amount of protection, and if we fix those things, we're going to be a lot better. And as long as we can continue to run the ball, it's going to open up the passing game. So he just has to have patience. He's doing a really good job for us. He's thrown some really good balls, and we haven't gone out and made catches for him either. So if you're going to have a good passing game, the receivers and the line, they have to all come together and gel at once, and we'll get there. He's not far off of what we've done in the past in terms of 2 weeks in with a new quarterback. So if you look at history with what we've been able to accomplish with even Josh and Quentin and Renee, our guy from a few years back, he's right where we want him to be.
Okay. Pressure. I talked to him about that. Obviously, Josh's shoes big. Quentin did a hell of a job last year.
Yep.
How do you think he's dealing with the pressure of the position that he has here at Bosco?
I think he's handled it fantastically. He understands that he's not Josh Rosen. He's a lot different than Quentin. He just has a totally different skill set than those guys, and he needs to embrace the skill set that he has. He's a great leader. He off the field, he's very much like those guys. He's a studier of the game. He prepares extremely hard, but his game on the field is totally different. So he can't be compared to Josh or Quentin, or Renee, the last guy that we had prior to those two, because he's just totally different. He's more of a spread option quarterback that has the ability to throw, and he can run and do some things like that. So as long as he's not trying to be Josh Rosen or Quentin Davis, he's going to be fine. He needs to be Real Mitchell, and all we need him to do is go out and do the things and execute the game plan, and we're going to win games. So as long as he can do that, not try to be somebody he's not, we're going to be okay.
You're good friends with Kenny. You've talked about that before.
Yep.
Does that make it a little more special playing this game of this magnitude, or does it make it that much tougher? I guess you're not talking much this week to him.
No, we're going to talk on Thursday, and we might get together after his team meal on Thursday night. So, no, and I think it makes it that much more exciting. You certainly have a ton of respect for a guy like Kenny and what he's done, and Tony before him at Gorman. It's such a great program to be to have an opportunity to play against, and we're totally good friends, and nothing's going to change, and it's great for us to have the opportunity and the friendly rivalry to go play these games, and it's awesome. I really enjoy it, and no better team would rather be playing as a team coached by Kenny Sanchez and that Gorman staff, and it's a good measuring stick for us, and we're going to try to compete against him from a coaching standpoint as well as players. So they had the advantage over us and beat us by 3 in Vegas, so hopefully we can turn the favor here in California.
What have you seen on tape that makes you go, wow, this is a pretty darn good team? They are one of the best in the country.
Yeah, without question. We've seen a lot of film and ESPN games, and we've traveled a lot, and they're as good as anybody I think we've ever faced or anybody we've ever seen. Heck, half the guys that played against us in 14 are now seniors, and they beat us as sophomores. So, honestly, I don't know if they have very many weaknesses. Hopefully, maybe one of their buses break down on the way over here, but they're a tremendous group. He does a great job with the coaching staff and what they do, and I think we're going to play a really hard game and, see how it ends up. But again, no better place I'd rather be on a Friday night to play the top-ranked team in the country.
And then the last one is keys to victory. What do you want to see out of your team Friday night to know you can walk away with a W?
We have to have a better start. In the last 3 losses we've had 4 losses or 3 losses in 4 years, and the games that we have lost, even the one back in Vegas, we started extremely poorly. The last 2 games against Centennial, we had terrible starts, so we have to start better. If we can start better as a team and not fall behind early, I think we're going to have a chance come in the fourth quarter. when the game slows down a little bit. So, if we have a better start, I expect us to. Hopefully we're going to do that. And if we do that, I think we're going to be in a lot better position, in the end of the fourth quarter than we were back in 14.